Welcome to all. Today we have to see chapter number 9, Environmental Management, from Science and Technology class 9th, second part. In that part we have to study solid waste management, need of our hours. Many waste material are generated through the various daily human activities. This is called solid waste. Solid waste causes soil pollution. It has posed a serious threat to nature and human habitat because of air, water and soil get polluted by this and pollution occurs. There are some waste which are classified and their sources are given in the next chart. Some of these are domestic waste, industrial waste, hazardous waste, farm garden waste, electronic waste, biomedical waste, urban waste, radioactive waste, mining waste, and their sources are given below in the table. That domestic waste are coming from waste food, papers, plastic, etc. Industrial waste are coming from chemicals, pigments, sludge, ash, metal, etc. Hazardous waste, chemical generated in various industries, radioactive material, explosive, etc. Farm waste, leaves, flowers, branches of trees, crop, etc. Electronic waste are coming from non-functional TV set, cell phone, music system, computers, etc. Biomedical waste are coming from bandage, dressing, gloves, and other material used in the hospital. Urban waste are coming from waste generated through household industries and large commercial and industrial establishment. Radioactive waste are coming from strontium 10, cerium 141, barium 140 and heavy water, etc. Mining waste are coming from remains of heavy metals like lead, arsenic, cadmium, etc. Biodegradable waste. This type of waste is easily degraded by microbes. It mainly includes kitchen waste, that is, spoils food, fruits, vegetables, ash, soil, dung, parts of plants, etc. This waste is mainly of organic type and is also called as a wet solid waste and wet garbage. It is carefully decomposed. We can get compost and fuel of good quality from it. Such biofuel projects have been started in many cities. Non-biodegradable waste. This type of waste is not easily degraded because it requires very long period of time and use of a various technique to decompose. It includes plastic, metals and other similar materials. This type of waste is also called dry solid waste. There are some harmful effects of solid waste. These are effect on biodiversity, bad odor, production of toxic gases, degradation of natural beauty, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, spreading of disease, etc. Now, what is the necessity of solid waste management? Scientific and eco-friendly waste management. How can we manage a solid waste management? Through this separation and categorization of waste, then decomposting that waste, safe landfill sites, vermicomposting. It is one of the type from which we have to degrade some solids. Industrial solid waste management, landfills method. Pyrolysis, energy production by burning of waste at a high temperature, that is biogas and bioelectricity. Biomedical waste management. Now, what is the principles of solid waste management? First one is reuse. After use material should be reused for some other purpose. Second, refuse. Refusal to use articles made from non-degradable articles like plastic and thermocol. Third, recycle. Production of useful articles by recycling solid waste. Fourth one, rethink. Rethinking our habits, activities, and their consequences in connection with the use of various articles of daily use. Fifth one, reduce. Restriction the use of resources to avoid their waste. Sixth one, research. Conducting research related to reuse of material that are temporarily out of use. Seventh one, regulation and public awareness. Following the laws and rules related to the waste management and motivating the other to do same. Here in chart, period is given for requirement of degradation of waste. And method of storing the solid waste. Now, next point is first aid to disaster victim and basic principle of first aid, life and rescue ABC. The main objectives of first aid is prevention of death, preventing deterioration of health, and starting the process of rehabilitation. Hence, it is important to know about the emergency measures or first aid practices to be followed. Basic principles of first aid. Airway. If the victim has difficulty breathing, the head should be held in a backward sloping position or chin should be raised so that the respiratory passage remains open. Breathing. If breathing has stopped, the victim should be given artificial ventilation by mouth to mouth resuscitation. Circulation. If the victim is unconscious, then after giving mouth to mouth respiration twice, the heart should be pressed down hard by pressing the chest with both the palm. These two actions should be repeated alternative about 15 minutes. This is called cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR. It helps to bring the circulation back to normal. In this diagram, the artificial breathing is given. Bleeding. What is actually mean by bleeding? Fracture and impact of vertebrae and burn. If the victim is injured and bleeding through the wound, then wound should be covered with the antiseptic pad and apply for about 5 minutes with either thumb or palm. Fracture and impact of vertebra. If any bone is fractured, it is essential that the fractured part is immobilized. It can be done with the help of any available wooden rod. If there is an impact on the back and vertebral column, the patient should be kept immobile on the firm stretcher. Burn. If victim has burn injury, it is beneficial to hold the injury part under a clean and cold flowing water for at least 10 minutes. Now, how to transfer the victim? In a figure, the actual procedure is given. That is human crutch method, carrying on a 4-hand chair, cradle method, carrying piggyback, pulling or lifting method, carrying on 2 hands chair, and stretcher. Thank you.